Fuel Esports has a lot of student staff and players, but other than watching their sick clips on stream, we don't really know too much about them. My name is Joshua Chen, also known as Boo, and for my rest of the time here, I'm going to be interviewing some of the key players that have been involved in Fuel throughout the years. Stay tuned as we have staff, players, and captains talk about how they got started at Fuel and how they've shaped Fuel throughout the years.
Wow. I don't really know what to say. I'll be honest. I was up against some, super tough opponents for this award. Like, shout out to everyone that was nominated, and even everyone here right now. I just wanted to say as well a huge bunch of thank yous. You all are what make this possible, and I've been here at Fanshawe for around, I believe, 2 years now. The first year I came in, I was gonna try out for a few teams. I was gonna try out for the Apex team originally, and then I got yoinked by Overwatch. They stole me, so shout out to them. I'd also just like to say shout out to Fuel as a whole community. You guys have been like a second home. I'm from BC, so I'm a little far away, but you guys have been, ever since I've come here, you guys have been like my second home. I get to joke around, I get to have fun with everyone in the Fuel room whenever we go and play, so I love you all. I just want to say shout out to my team. Shout out to every one of them for all the seasons we've had. Most of them we placed third, but it was really close. Each game we played was like neck and neck, so can't complain. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Shout out to my lovely partner who kept encouraging me to play for Fuel and play esports. And my dad and my mom, brothers, sisters, they were all a huge part on why I'm actually here and why I'm playing. So shout out to everyone here. Thank you all so much. Yeah, have a good night, guys.
All right, hello. My name is Boo, and I am joined by.
Scummycrumb.
Hello, Scummy. So, how long have you been at Fuel, and how did you join?
So, I've been at Fuel for around 4 semesters, 2 years-ish. I kind of just, like, joined the Discord. My buddy who played Rocket League introduced me to it, and then I saw the Discord, joined it, saw tryouts for some of the teams I was interested in, and then kind of just went about it that way. I kind of saw the community, and I was like, oh, this seems kind of chill. I'm going to join up and see what I can do.
Awesome. And were you captain last year as well, or is this your first year being captain?
So I was semester on. I got brought on as the tank, and I was kind of already like IGL, and so the old captain sort of was like, "Hey, since you're already doing all the IGLing, you want to just become captain?" And I was like, "All right, sure." So it's been 3 semesters now I've been captain, and then this semester I stepped into the role of manager as well.
Awesome. And something that I already asked one of your teammates, but I've seen year in year that the Overwatch players have been nominated for GG Player of the Year awards a lot of the times. And so what kind of goes into building like a good team or like a good supportive team?
Um, I think team chemistry is like probably the biggest thing. Like on and off the field, it's sort of like an outlet, right? Like the way I view a team is people you can play with and enjoy the time you're spending with them, while also off the pitch, off the game, off the whatever, you can even still go hang out with them. It's like a team is sort of like a family, like in a different way. They're just another like outlet, another place to go when you're like kind of like, dang, school is beating the crap out of me. It's sort of just like another getaway that's still within school, and it's I think a huge thing is like I said, chemistry is probably the biggest one, and just talking with each other, communicating, trying to actually become friends and creating relationships with the people that are in your team, so you become like more unified like a unit, right?
Yeah. And what kind of activities do you guys do outside of playing the game to like bond?
So we went to, I think it was last year, we went to Palisade twice. We're looking to plan another one
Mhm.
with both Overwatch teams, Academy, and this year's main team
Mm.
after school is done and all that. But it's usually like we went to laser tag, we went bowling, probably gonna be something along those lines. Hopefully go to like an arcade. Actually, we did. It was 5 of us went. I think it was like in the winter. We went to the arcade, and then we went to Korean barbecue.
Mhm.
So yeah, just stuff like that. Just like you said, stuff to just get out of get out of the game. Just actually go meet up with your teammates and actually talk to them outside of school in a setting like that.
Yeah. What do you think one of the hardest parts about being team captain is?
The pressure.
Mhm.
You know, it's I mean, you know, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being captain. I know it's like there's not too much, but there's still that extra. You essentially are the glue that holds your team together. You know, you're the motivator. You're you're the spark that fuels the flame. You're essentially the glue that holds the team together and makes sure everyone meshes. And when things go wrong, people come to you to sort of seek answers. And if you're not sort of trying to create solutions, then a lot of things fall through the cracks and everything sort of just like escalates and gets worse and worse. So I think like a lot of it is just like the pressure, but that also comes with like having a good connection with your team. You can share that that like responsibility almost.
Mhm.
Like yes, you're the captain and you're the lead, but having people around that aren't gonna like berate you with a million different things is also nice. So it's not as taxing to do those things, right?
Mhm. Yeah. And I guess one of my final questions is, what do you kind of say or do to help motivate your team before games?
So here's okay. All right. So usually we have a little pep rally, like I say. Like I usually like depends during finals. It gets a lot more like in depth. Like we do a full on like huddle, and then like when we're outside of finals, it's sort of just like I will stand up and I'll yell across everyone. I'm like, "Good job, everyone's playing great." I'll note on what we're doing great, and I'll sort of talk about what we need to improve on going into the next match. I usually will say something like, "We're doing good on this, this, and this. However, we need to talk more. We need to group up more. We're splitting. We need to try to go back to what we know." Because we practice once a week. So I usually will say, like, look back at the success we had at practice, and we'll sort of follow that and go forward. Now, in a setting like we have in finals and playoffs, I will sort of get more in depth and I'll get closer to everyone. And it's more of like a hype up cheer where I'll
Mhm.
be like, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna kick some butt, like we're gonna do all that we can to try to guarantee some wins and put some points on the board, right? So
Mhm.
those are essentially like the bigger differences. Nothing crazy. I'll still do a little mix of both, but one is gonna be a bit more focused on hyping up the team rather than the other one's gonna be a little more technical.
Mhm. Yeah. And do you have any final things to say to either people watching or specifically to your team?
Shout out to my team. You all rock. You all are part of the reason this is so fun and such a blessing to come to every week. So love my team, love my family, love my girlfriend, all my supporters. Love you all.
And that's it.